To start, I'm going to make you guys do what I make every class do and tell me who you are. Try to use as much Tlingit as possible. Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you guys who I am. Dachtini ayachat du esak. Yan washa ayachat. Ach ish hask nachadi. Ach klilko haskanach tedi southern Tushoni chasiti. Mid Clayton you disag nach klilko. Kulchit da ayachat. Just called Kwan. I'm short and sweet.
Okay, Kale, Louise Mason, Finn Lady, Yax Bacon, Lady Yeti, Ayaka, Hogbe, Hawk Kwan, Domicile 2, White Horse is where I reside.
Yeah, White Horse.
White Horse,
Yechat Yeti.
Yeti.
Although I don't know if that would work because you're here. Anyways, okay. Sheesh.
Here's probably a couple of stuff. Diversity. Fly. Is who so. Five ish. What our issue is diversity. Chuck could have hit them at the video. Five feet. Maybe 40 meters side. Chicken something. That's what's cool. Sorry. Not good. Ish. Walk you to the side. Please don't forget. Ish. The fish. We do sorry.
Okay. Sheesh. Looks like you're next to mine.
That's Kasanki Hatu Sako. Chak na Hasiti. Kagwan Tan Hat. Ducting Tan Yadi City.
Wow. Kudaksawa wa.
Just cut. Thanks.
Okay. Sheesh. Just called Kwan.
Just
Don't need a dach. Kwan means that you belong to that place. You're a person of that place.
Ich hau say Miguel Robacher Greka Kena Ach Ishi Duasak Charles Robacher Ach Clay Duasak Paula Gonzalez Robacher California Ka William Dach Mexican Kwani, Irish Kwani, Hutsu, Juno, Kudzuti, Douglas Duck.
Sheesh.
Tatsin Kaduasak, Tatsin Ka Gash, Tietam City, Shkat Kwan, Sadi Hadi, Dachkam, Nanyai, Katkuki, Shkat Kwan.
Sheesh.
Yidrsin aya akhsari nilima zikakina yekhatusa ye aya kukitan nakhati Islam.
Sheesh.
Sgan K Yukhatuasal, Yeshna Khadzati, Kanach Tedi, Salakishoni, Echet, Hagwantan, Dashkhan, Echet, Hich, Hidach, Echet, Jishkakwan, Dach,
Dach.
Jishkakwan, Echet,
Sheesh. His grandmother and my grandfather are brother and sister.
Sister?
Yeah, our grandparents. Wait, I know who you are. No, I no passing. No passing allowed.
Hasanat Yukhat Yusar, Khasiti, the Kaweli, the Kashan, Akhish, Akhaha, Akhaha, Yusar, the ski color, cut, Akhis, Ingol, Dach, Akhish, Mishka, and Akhishla, Kaji Sadi, Yusar, Chakwan, Kikushi, Dach.
Julie, Ikladusaiga, did you?
Kutsu, Barbadu.
Okay. Sounded familiar.
Christine Yukhat Chipinidi
Okay. Sheesh.
Yetutin Yechet Dusa Sagwadi Hetsiti Chai Hitdach Achsha Dushish Aus Nostrum Udusagen Swedish City Juno Yechet
Sheesh.
Intak Kwasbi Yekhatuasa, Lake Plachina, Will Geiger, Aya Akhsai, Swedish, Ayachat, Irish, German, Dagi, Ayachat, Ach, Slinket Sayi, Aya, Edwards Dictionary, Dach, away.
Okay. Okay.
We might have.
Oh, online. Oh, is somebody on there? Is anybody on the phone? Okay. Sheesh. And I don't think anybody came
I
in.
think somehow people can't access.
Really?
this thing. I think people can view it, but for some reason they can't get on and be interactive.
Oh man.
Guys,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we invited
invited them. It happened to us earlier, but yesterday I did the exact same thing and they showed up. So I don't know. So, you know, we don't get lesson plans when we sub at the university, but Will was saying you guys are working through some of the writings from Huaynak and Kepne. So I was wondering what you guys were working on and looking at, and if we might want to look through and ask any questions. I'm not a linguist, and I won't pretend to be a linguist. Yes, sir.
I think we were listening to the Tetsi story that was, I think there's YouTube
Oh my gosh, you're
on probably the one with subtitles.
I know what it is.
You should be getting paid to do this. I don't know why they don't just have you.
Donna.
Yeah. Donna.
Donna.
So were you guys listening and picking through as you listen?
We were like 10 minutes into the grand plan, which was us translating and then breaking down components.
Wow, fun. Do you guys have any like projects, quizzes, presentations coming up? No?
Yeah, no, we'll just pray for our family.
You guys already have a midterm in here?
We had like a humiliating trip to it was like all the stuff you want to study.
Something happened.
Everything that you don't know yet, see where you guys are at. Pre-assessments are usually supposed to be a fail. That way, post-assessment, it'll look good.
No, it was fun.
Well, you better hope that the post-assessment looks good.
I think.
Do you guys have any like specific questions about something? Anything? No questions? No specific questions about anything? You guys working on a certain type of verb? Or you guys are working on all of them at the same time?
I don't think we know what we're working on.
What's an imperfective verb?
I
What's a
have no
perfective verb?
Well, we were working on last week, but I knew before.
Okay.
We were doing last week because we were laying out, we had all these tiny cards, and then we have this sheet here, and it has like relational bases, pre-verbs, all that kind of stuff, and then we were saying what they were and then putting them into their categories, kind of like sorting them.
Oh, wow. Okay. Can I see this?
Sure. Yeah, I think we still have some. Still.
Imperfective is doing it. I cheated.
She cheated, but the imperfective is
We're doing something.
yeah, I could. And then I, Wednesdays at 4:30. Wednesdays at 4:30. We're doing a dinner. And it's open if you want to just use the second language, hang out with people who are interested in the second language. Please bring food. Say water. Yeah. Huh? Save money. Yeah. We've done 3 of them so far just to see how they are and ask. Oh, you were there. Yeah. I saw a picture. Last week, a whole bunch of people showed up with commercial water pack.
Good job.
Yeah. I actually show up late every time because I'm usually like that.
So yeah, so each of us had like 50 of these. And then so like we had to figure out which ones they were.
But they're already colorful.
Well, the this part is color coded. So we just kind of push through here.
I want to be here for that. That would be so fun.
So we did that. And we were just getting started on that.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on here.
Okay, so explain.
Yeah, somehow it's like got all these different things going on.
Get up and move around and put things where they belong. So like if I said that in terms of matter, yeah, first people use it.
Yeah. I don't know if you want just to hold on to that.
Okay. Okay, so we got this. I'm gonna try to think about how this is.
This is what we're looking at for this story. It already has the translation to December.
So do you guys want me to like push stop every sentence or?
Well, there's a program for that. Is Elon on there or is that just on?
I think that's on Luna's computer. Let's just make sure these are. I think those are on. Oh, there's sound.
So I'm good to push play. Well, I'm good to push play.
Yeah.
Ish, okay. And I'll just pause it here and there. You guys remember what page you stopped on?
They only do a few sentences,
Oh, like so you're probably still in the front.
pretty much the beginning. I didn't get the paper, but maybe I tried.
Yeah, I see notes on page 3. And no notes after that. Okay. I'm gonna just push pause for a second. Ah,
We go full speed.
full screen, yeah. This is so.
تقدس إلى الصحيح وقدسه للواحد حقيقة الدين. إن كان خاص تقوى
Okay, so did you guys already look at some of these verbs and kind of break them down at all? Like, if I was to look at the verb T, could you tell me the parts of those?
T is the
Yeah, it would be the root or the stem.
It's a DZ classifier.
Yeah, Z would be the classifier.
Long and low.
Long and low, it is a long and low verb stem. What about K? Mm-hmm. Do you guys know what the term is for K? Like in linguistic terms? It's a thematic prefix. So K is a thematic prefix, and it can be used both weather terms and people terms.
Is it transitive?
You know, I'm not sure. I'm not super good on those ones.
Does it have both subject and object? Or does it have
Oh, it has the subject.
So what is K?
K is the, you guys were talking. K is the thematic prefix for people or weather, but in this case, obviously people. So can we go back to the transitive? It has a subject in it, right?
If it's got a subject and an object, it's transitive. If
Okay.
it's got just an object, it's objective. If it's got just a subject, it's intransitive.
I believe it's in trans. I believe it's just got the subject, right? Because the object is within it. So yeah.
Yeah, and it's plus D, so that means that it won't have
See, I learned the classifiers with plus I, minus I. I don't.
Please don't have it.
Okay. Okay. What about deuce 2? What is the classifier? Good. 2 is the, no. De. Yeah. Of fourth person. That's a question for me, even.
They call it the fourth person or something.
The what?
Indefinite.
Yeah, I think it's fourth person or indefinite human form. Yeah, it would be. That it would be. Okay, what about that whole sentence? Doc do di ah. Doc do di ah. Anybody know? You see Kuya? Mm-hmm. And what is the term for that? Doc. What's doc? What, like if I was looking on this sheet, what is it? Yeah, it says it's a preverb here. And it would be like directional. It's doc is inland. Yeah, so in this sense, they're talking about the forest, which is not going to be towards the water necessarily. And then let's look at that verb there. Anybody tell me anything about that verb?
Perfective.
Huh?
It's perfective
Why would you say that?
because of the W.
Okay. Perfective. What else?
It's plural.
It's not plural, actually, no. It has that do in there again, as in it's just talking about somebody in the fourth person. You know, it's just talking about somebody, not necessarily anybody in particular. What's adi? Adi. Mm-hmm. Is the ones, and I don't know how that fits on here. Oh, no, that's not it.
Possessive.
I don't think that's necessarily a possessive suffix. You guys see what he's talking about? The I on the end? What would that verb stem look like, the root? Adi is not a verb root. Ought. Yep. And so it has a suffix on it. And what were you saying about the suffix? Were you saying something?
Relational. And then instead of possessive.
I would say that would probably be right. Except sorry, I'm not used to haven't looked at this.
So odd is a bunch of people.
Ought. Oh, you know what? It is plural because the verb is plural. Because that is a plural verb. Yeah, because it, like when you have a suffix on something, whether it's possessive or whatever, it's going to change a lot of times it's going to change the last vowel or the last consonant. Sorry, my brain is fried. So like T's turn to D's, and there's not any particular purpose, I don't think, to it other than to make the language flow easier. Like, would you say do a T? You know, like that's just doesn't flow. So the D is just more flow to it. What else changes? What if you were gonna say, that's my wolf? Like, I'm thinking of other.
Doesn't it go Guruji?
Yeah, Guruji. So the CH turns to a J. So just looking at that when you're thinking about verbs, a lot of times the last consonant is changing. And you were gonna say the tones sometimes change, I think, too, with suffixes. Or they're usually the opposite of whatever the stem was. Okay. Is he saying what is written on your paper? He's not saying what's written on my paper. I just want to make sure.
I think.
Oh!
I think he's like going back to redeeming stuff. You can press. You can move it. Mouse to-
Ja, jag säger med. Akkurat. Avlidit.
Okay, he says something different on there. That's okay. But let's talk about hush.
He said was at the end of both the last.
He did. But on that sentence, Hashkasnigia Yutude, he didn't say that on there. He says something else. Because, anyway, well, whatever. Okay. So there's actually like a noun in here. You guys know what it is? That is a verb also. Hashkasnigi. Okay. So what's the verb root there? Neek. Yep. Nigi. Neek is the verb root, but the suffix makes the K change to a G. And you have the suffix on there. And that's a possessive suffix because he's talking about our stories. Our story. Good. That is an L classifier. And the SH is usually written separated from Kasnigi. So it's usually SH space KA. The what? I think you might have to sub this class. I don't even know. If anybody can tell me the answer, that would be awesome. What's the sh? It is, but not in this case. Not with this verb.
Yeah, I think it's the
Reflexive. And where would I find that on here?
I don't know if it's like hush.
Is it on here? Do you know?
I don't know if it is.
We might have to call Clooney at his conference and be like,
Hey man, what's the SH? What's up with the SH stuff?
Not all the pronouns are on here.
Okay. Okay, we will keep going. Okay, I was sitting caught at Satan. Tell me about this sentence. I don't know. I would have to listen again, but I don't think there's a suffix on that ausitin. It might sound like it, but let's see. Huh,
Say the name.
it does. Yeah. Anyways, anybody want to tell me anything about this sentence that you can think of? Aya au sitin khat at satan.
I remember because I had the sentence when we were doing it.
Mhm.
So talk is one of the town and
It is very good. So sa being the what's sa? If you're gonna look at the verb, yeah, what would be the linguistic term of sa? What is that in that part of the sentence? It is satan. Good. How about ausitin?
C,
Mm-hmm. To see.
SI classifier.
Mm-hmm. What can that was where we get imperfective, imperfective. Ausitin. Do you guys know what does it mean to have an imperfective verb? What is an imperfective verb? It hasn't happened yet, or it is happening at that moment, right? So in my mind, imperfective, it has not been perfected. No, it has not happened. So a perfective verb would be something that has already happened. And like this is a good example of ausitin. He saw. He's not seeing it, but he saw the fish laying there. And that W marks the perfective, tells me that that's a past tense. It's something that has happened, not happening at the moment. Like if I was to say, Khatoe khacha. Khatoe khacha. I am eating fish right now. Like I'm doing it. Khatoe khwacha. Yeah, sitgao san. Atkai gao. Gao. Khatoe khwacha. You hear that W in there, marking the perfective that I ate fish at lunch. I already ate it. It's done.
So the cha with the blue makes the hua.
Hua, yeah.
Oh, hua.
Well, like ha plus ya plus wu, yes, equals hua. On de hua gut. On de yan he gut. On de hua gut.
Oh, that's like I came in there.
I walked there, yeah. I already went there. Versus on de yan he gut, I'm walking there right now. On de hua gut, I will walk there. Well, you're thinking yek poti, maybe? That's a future, yeah. Yek poti, and then that's a whole another ball game with your conjugational prefixes and things like that. Okay.
Ja, last one. What is the success? Akana kikwe together at your photo. That means that it's clear. After high. Ja, goed. Je zou gaan.
Okay, we're going to stop there and we're going to take those lines from Ye kautlitsech on down to the last line we just did. And I want you to get in pairs or groups of 3 and try and figure out on your sheet of paper what each part is. And we can come together and how about we go like this? Okay. You guys can take the first 2 lines. You guys are going to take the one starts with Aya and Hagu, those 2 lines. You 2 will take the next 2 lines down to Ayaw Duha. You guys, you Natsuki Yuhan can take these last 2 lines on this page 3. Okay, and we'll work together on some lines on the next page. Hopefully get the easy ones. Kusu du ka, kusu du ish. Got no problems there. I think we can have that one answered.
Yes, we can.
Actually, we should find the parts of it, right? Okay, so gu. Oh, thank you. I always forget. Shaku ish, where'd you go? Okay, on page 4, do you have this sheet of paper? The Akwatat scene story? Okay, so do you have any of the Dowenhauer books with you with the stories?
Yeah, I do.
What if you pick either like a favorite speech or a favorite story and pick a few lines out of there and do everything you can to break apart a couple of those lines, and we'll talk to you about what you found after. Just yell at me and remind me that you're on there. I always forget about online students. Does that sound okay to you? Ikega? Okay. Okay, so you want to come sit over here? I'll push this chair under the table for you. Okay, so we'll take these 3 lines. Let's see. I'm going to say gu is going to be probably adirectional, right? I don't know the same names as you guys.
Yeah. I don't know what gu would be. I really don't.
Where?
No.
All right. Hintalkweski. Where is Gusu Gu? Gusu Gu.
This isn't an exhaustive list.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, I don't know where it would be. I think it would go in a relational basis, right? Because these describe places. Goo. Or
Yeah, I've never, Gusu, I've never.
and like even Sue isn't on here.
Yeah, it's not.
And that's basically a question marker, right? I mean,
There's nothing in the classifier.
okay, what is do? Do.
Do is pronoun.
What kind of pronoun would this be?
Second person. No, third person singular. Do.
Mhm.
Third person singular. Do. His, her, or it, right?
Mhm. Yep, so where's his mother? That's what it's asking. Where is his father?
Mhm. But that's all that I can identify in those two sentences. It's a do.
Mhm.
And la and ish are just nouns, right?
Those would be
So
nouns.
there's no real verb in this.
Neither one of these. No.
And there's no verbs or anything in this sentence. Nothing.
No, linguistic stuff. Okay. What's knach means?
Already, real.
Really or very?
Really?
Yeah, really, like very.
Mhm.
Okay. Tish. Tish is interesting because right here he's using knach tish. Dukade on a good. Okay. Huh. Tish. So I'm going to tell you right now. Well, what do you think tish means? If you were to look at this and look at the translation.
Oh, it must mean lonely.
Yeah, lonely. Okay. So that's actually a verb step there. I'm not exactly sure how it's being used because to me that looks like it's being used as a noun. Andrew would, I mean, son. Son. If you look, Haglu, please. This is interesting to me because knachtish to kade on a good. Obviously, kade on a good is, you know, he walked there, he walked away. And tish being like tish, he was lonely. It's like being used as almost a noun or something. I mean, or is it being used as an imperfective tish, as in like he is lonely? Obviously, tish should be like he is lonely, or he has become lonely. And actually, I wonder. There's certain verbs that you can never use as imperfective because, like, I'm tired. That's an imperfect, and that's a perfective verb. This already happened. You can't be tired without already having gotten tired, right? So I wonder if tish would be the same. Like you can't use it as an imperfective.
Tish, lonely. Okay, here we go.
Oh. They do have. See, it doesn't have an imperfective. He did the key. Oh, he did the key. Aha! Does not have an imperfective, so it's weird that it's being used like that without the rest of the verb. Very interesting.
Let's go, it's to Australia.
Wait, hold on. Huh. So to me, it's like it's being used as a noun. Like really, there's really loneliness there. Or something, you know? It's not being used as a verb, although it is that's interesting.
He was very lonely as he went away.
So, okay. Thank you. Tish. So, okay, so that's a blunder. You should ask Clunet about it. You should highlight this on your paper and be like, what's up with the tish? This is not my favorite.
Who says that? Oh, it's not.
Boundary. Okay.
It's usually
No, K day is,
Ka day.
ka day is relational, day is going, it's going to something, isn't it? Yes.
That'd be a
Or-
noun suffix. But where would ka fit in here? Relational, you say? Do you say now?
Might be on the other
So
side.
even so, like, because I can literally, I found
Yeah.
the words in there, but I went to the thing, certain where the word is, and it's like 100 documents.
Well, there's one, there's just one A, but
No, that means ka is on the surface.
there it is, see?
That's ka. It's
Oh,
underlined.
that's underlined. Okay, this is,
I think it would be over here. If it was going to be. This sheet, when he's done with it, is going to be like 50 pages long. There's a lot missing. Yeah. Okay. I know. It's already really small. How about Yana Good? Can you guys tell me about Yana Good?
it's the verb, good is the verb.
And Goot would be the verb, long low. Yep.
And yeah is the, that's something. I recognize that as something. What? I don't know.
Ya is
So, see, call, somebody.
different. It's underlined again.
Oh, it's underlined, gee whiz.
Small print.
Anybody else wants basically, if you go to the 575.
Yes, mental state
Or activity.
or activity.
There you go. Yeah.
So, yeah,
I don't know why he has the gamma Y's on everything. Yeah. Okay. What's na in that verb? It's on this page. It's all the hints I'm getting, and it's on this
Yeah.
column. Na.
conjugation prefix.
Absolutely. You did the conjugation prefix.
But I don't understand conjugation prefixes. I don't
you
understand
know-
that terminology at all.
Okay, conjugations, prefixes, just basically they're gonna change as the verb changes into different forms. Kind of tell you what kind of verb it is a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'll sub for you, but.
So now is a conjugation prefix, but you fooled me, I don't know what that means. I still didn't get it.
What?
You know, there's so much of this linguistics, the terminology that I've never taken before, and we're jumping right into linguistics. It is really mind-boggling.
Well, what I
Because I
really
don't
liked about,
understand.
when I took Carrie Edwards Eggleston's class, it was very, okay, we're gonna look at the imperfective right now for a month. Then we're gonna look at the perfective verb for a month, and we tore them apart month after month. And a long time ago, yes. I took linguistics from Dick, I took linguistics from Jeff Lear and Carrie.
All here, yeah.
I did get credit for the one with Carrie through UAS, but that was a Gold Belt sponsored class, Gold Belt Heritage sponsored class. I took all the other. Like I said, when I graduated with my bachelor's, I had 50 credits in Alaskan native language. They didn't count towards anything. That's why it took me 8 years to graduate.
I have 109 credits. better than counselors.
Yeah, well, when I was here too, there was like no degrees that it even, there was no Alaska Native Studies degree. There was no Alaska Native Language degree.
What's your degree?
I got a BA in social sciences, anthropology. Oh, I did get a minor in Alaska Native Studies, I guess. Sociology as well. And then a master's in education. I keep thinking maybe, I keep telling my mom maybe I'll go and get a PhD, and then she keeps saying, well, you'll just be a Dr. Folletti without a job still. So maybe I won't get my PhD. How you guys doing? You guys breaking them apart? Because we got about 13 minutes to share a little bit. Mallory, you're first.
There's lots of questions.
Same here. That's good. So we're starting, let's go to the lines that they were assigned to. Yea, kaufitzech. Is that the line you were on? Yea, kaufitzech. Yep, okay. Tell me about it, or ask.
Well, we thought yay looking it up with thus, or specifically. I don't know what kind of particle it is.
I think it's a hand verb.
Yeah, there's two different yays, and I've always gotten confused on those ones. So definitely put a question mark next to that.
See, down or down.
Yeah, he happens to have it high toned in here. And yeah, yay would make way more sense as that preverb meaning down or downward, wouldn't it?
Because if you're kicking, that motion.
Yeah, the verb root is a to kick.
Mm-hmm.
So since he kicked it, I think it's the 3-on-3 where the A pops up.
Mm-hmm.
And we thought the classifier was the LI minus D L group plus I. But we weren't sure if the 3-on-3A would pop up at the very beginning, or if it might be the one just to go out with the W, and that maybe the tag was like a thematic prefix on.
And they weren't sure about
Okay, a coach.
It makes sense for the rest though too, like shouldn't it, if it's the downward thing, wouldn't it be attached to the verb?
Not necessarily, the preverbs aren't always connected to the verb. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard when you're listening to something, and sometimes it's difficult to discern whether it's a cow or a cow, right? Like 2 A's versus 1 A.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not always sure about the 1 A versus 2 A's, but I think you're right about the 3-on-3. And my only other thought would be that the w, it wouldn't make it long backwards. So definitely the ka, right, is for the thematic prefix. Is that what you guys had?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure on the 2 A's there.
and it's also the verb root for right.
Yes.
Verb root for.
Stech, steich. That was, yeah.
And then the second sentence, she thought it might be the like the one plus the suffix and like moving along the one. And then the root is shich, which wasn't in any of the dictionaries, but we kind of thought, well, it's run in the translation. I was wondering if it's kind of speaker preference, because the root in the dictionaries is shich.
Yeah, Yana Shich or Yana Shich. Yeah, Jishuguch City. So I'm going to just go back a little bit because I do think ach is dach, shortened. Sometimes the dach can just turn into the ch. I'm just gonna guess on that one. I don't know if he has duck on here. Check it out. Does he have just an X by it
He
too?
does. Stuff is in
So that can have sometimes just be an X underlined. It doesn't always have to be duck.
And then we thought the nut in front of the ship was something to do with the conjugation though.
It is. It's the conjugation prefix. And those, oh man, conjugation prefixes, wait till you guys get really into those because those will like determine what kind of verb you're talking about, but they can also have stuff to do with the direction of what's happening in that verb. And, you know, is it a stative verb versus an active verb? And so, yeah.
And then I'm not sure about the ya, and I know that happens with lots of motion verbs, the ya and the n in front of the verb.
Okay, yeah, we
We just did it.
we were just doing the ya, and I think the ya is like yay, in terms of, oh, well, it says here, and it's a preverb. He has them with the gamma markings. Mental state or activity. So I mean, yeah, that's good. Yeah, activity. I'm not sure. That one's a little. Oh no, yeah. It's
Why
going
it
along
is
down.
going along.
It's going along. That's what it is. It's not the other one. It's ya. Yana gut. Yana shkik. Yana gut. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. I didn't see that one down there.
Mhm.
And then do dated, I think that is sort of like what it says, the people he offended, I think that has to do with doing something wrong.
Yeah, it could.
In the
however-
Edwards dictionary, it says it's an adverb for wrongly or improperly.
Wow, that's interesting.
And
'Cause-
then what, I don't know, that odd, like multiple people walked over together.
Yeah, that would be the verb what. Yeah, that would be the verb for walking.
And then, yeah, this or these, people.
Mm-hmm. Good. Sometimes, you know, that's cool. I didn't think do gay day. I didn't know it had that meaning because I know sometimes if you say at gay day, it's like everywhere, like every direction. So that I was kind of thinking, oh, I wonder if he was talking about everybody, but that's a very cool meaning. Okay. Costine and Casanuck.
What we have, a team is a postposition to him, you, that's actually, right?
Mm-hmm.
Paper,
It is.
and then a duplicate is the verb, which is
Mm-hmm.
Up is removed, it's short and high stem. Live is classifier plus D plus I. Now we're thinking the is that from N,
Mm-hmm.
so it's a
I would. Is that the same thing as a thematic prefix? It's a thematic prefix.
okay.
And the last thing in there is de. What is that a marker for? I don't know that it's on here.
Temporary. It's just a term.
Yeah, it's actually not. It's the fourth person talking about people in general. It's not like, it's not the possessive pronoun de, but it's the, what would be object pronoun within the de. Yeah. Yeah, that's referring to just talking. There you go.
Okay.
That's what it is. So it is subject. Okay, next line.
And it's a married form of the group. And it's short and high. Is to us. And then it's what's the pronoun? And
Yeah, I'm not sure why the I is on there for the suffix there. I've never, ha'in gach tu'at, walk with us, ha'in gach tu'at. Sometimes it's just variation in the way people speak as well. We're not gonna have time for everybody today, but Shakuish, do you wanna tell us anything you learned new or ask a question at all? Okay, we have time for Corey and Millie.
So, ayun is a particle, means that water.
Mm-hmm.
Here, we thought must be inside, but usually it's big, so I'm not really sure.
I think the X is, okay, so if you look at the noun suffixes, oh no.
Relation.
Oh yeah. But I think the is the probably the moving at, repeatedly arriving at. It's like the motion of a noun suffix. It might be that because sometimes a yitk, a yik, a yich, I think so. I actually think that a relational base, I think it should just be y on here inside and not necessarily k on there all the time. But that's a question for Hune. Can that k be replaced with a t or a x underline? Okay.
Event and then kun, that means with someone, so that means he's with other people.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next word needs some help with, because ha is the root of paddle.
Mm-hmm.
And then the W is perspective, and you're wondering, you're thinking that maybe it's a yak modifier, but because you can't have the W and the yak together,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure.
Ayaw do a ha. Okay, that would be my assumption too. So let's start at the beginning. Hold on. Where is that? Because that translation doesn't even fit that. Hold on.
哎呀，这不是困，有的啊哈，
Yo do a ha. Huh, do you think maybe it's a you do a ha? Anyways, there's nothing in there to me that states that this is a plural verb. So that's the only thing that is throwing me off a little bit there. And this is
这个是哎，第还得学，不太，哎呀，这不是困，有的啊哈。
that's what he says. Because that W, the first W, to me is the marker for the perfective. But I would say yes, it is a Y, a classifier. Yeah. Hold on, let me work my brain.
I think that's right. That's just you.
Mm-hmm. Do ya? Yeah, it would be weird to say do ya ha. Yeah, do a ha. Yeah, it sounds to me like the Y might. Let's put a question mark there for Rene though, because
And I'm not sure what the rest of it is.
okay. See, the translation to me is, it sounds to me like it's talking about fourth person again. Do a ha with the do in there. So I can't, that's a tough one for me. We are gonna have to call it a day, right? This gets over at 7, right? Okay. So, geez, have fun with this, you guys.
First, like, 2 weeks, and it started at 7:30. We just want to say anything. We're just like, all right, on to the next thing.
Oh man, I think that's yours. Yeah, yeah, what kukida? Kukida, iwa.
An interesting thing I've done, I'm not sure if it has anything to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Tish is a prefix term for the SH classifier.
Oh.
What is second? What is that prefix to?
Oh well, yeah, that's because to plus ye. Yeah, that makes t. That wouldn't be.
But I can't pull up the sentence. I don't have the
Yeah, I mean it's definitely the verb for loneliness. It's weird because it's being used as a noun, which can happen. I mean, verbs are often used as nouns.
But isn't the
It's like almost like there was very much loneliness or something. Instead of saying he was lonely, it's like there was very much loneliness there, you know. To me, that's what it sounds like.
So when you say it in that context, then you know that the loneliness, you're talking about somebody being lonely.
Mm-hmm.
And that somebody is the noun, right?
that it's not
No.
it's just there, right? Because to is the one that's
Yeah, but that's not. No, that's not. That is not the same at all. The to and the ye and the sh, because that doesn't mean loneliness. Tish. I mean, tish means loneliness, but you can't just have like a thematic prefix and a classifier and have it mean something. That would make, does that make sense?
yeah.
Okay.
But Isn't
I
teach
definitely
the
did some
verb?
hard raining.
Teach is the verb, yes.
But we went camping a couple days.
I guess I don't understand.
Video conference, and we got some sun for that stuff.
Erie Alice is,
I had never heard before.
Yeah, it's in there, but I don't know what that
Mm.
means either.
Erie Alice is
Tried it, but then after like a few hours of watching the beach, we're like, it has something to do with somewhere.
negative
I think that's where you go when you
or
know.
future.
Yeah.
Erie Alice is in the future too.
Yeah.